We're back again, ladies and gentlemen, for a Stay United Watch Along. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time already. We got shout out to Super Nick in the cut. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Man, that vibe Zenio as well. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. And I hope everybody's weekend is going great so far. Big up yourself. Today we're here for Manchester United versus Reading in the FA Cup 4th round. The opportunity to go further in another competition, of course. Last time out, we won 3-0 against Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. We'll be playing the next game literally on Wednesday. So the games are coming just fast, all of that stuff there. So this is another game where we have to win. It will be good if we can get it done early, but we can't underestimate the opponents. Let's get into the lineups though, speak about them, because it has been a large enough talking point in the end of the day. So let's see what you guys think about it. Shout out to my guy King. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by every time. We got Vaughan in the car. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. We got man like Chino. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. You can be sure to check out my guy King Football Show's channel. Also, Bath Time and Vaughan over on Twitch. I said, have you seen the lineup, fam? There's no use in it. Absolute disgrace. Let's look at the lineup though and read it out. So for Man United, and there's been a lot of people kind of going back and forth on this one. So we got David De Gea in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, and Harry Maguire partnering each other. It's been a long time, and Malacia making up that back four. We got Casemiro, Eriksen, and Bruno Fernandes making up that midfield. And then the attack is Anthony, Marcus Rashford on the wings, and Wout Weghorst up front, ladies and gents. So let me know what you think of the lineup in the chat. And on the bench, we got Heaton, Martinez, Varane, Williams, Fred, Kobe Mainu, Facundo Pellistri, who I thought might have had a chance to start today. That's why I was on my thumbnail. I'm not going to lie. I went 0 for 2 with the thumbnails today, man, because both Shane Long and Facundo are not starting. It's a sticky one still. I'm not going to lie. Alanga and Garnacho making it up. But the Reading squad got Joe Lumley on goal, on loan from Middlesbrough. We got Yiadom, the captain for today. Andy Yiadom. We got Holmes, Tom Holmes, McIntyre, Baba Rahman, if you know, on loan from Chelsea. Loom. We got Jeff Hendrick. Tom Ince, the son of the manager today, of course. Paul Ince, who was appointed in May. He's the gaffer, former Manchester United player. Way back in the 90s, if you know. Tom Ince is also a player here, one of their better players. A Junior Hoyler, a lot of throwbacks in this team as well. Joao and Andy Carroll up front. Now, that's an interesting one. Andy Carroll. I've heard some people don't even know if he still played football. And he was a little bit of a doubt for this game as well, because he had a little ankle injury. So, me personally, I was a little surprised to see him play, but we moved. Got Buzanis in goal, Guinness Walker, and Bengu, Dan, Craig, Fornat, Aziz, of course, Shane Long, and Meite to make up that bench. So let me know what you think of both lineups, the setups for both teams as well. Let's see what you guys are thinking in the chat, and blessings to everybody inside each and every time, man. The comments are popping off already. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming through, man. I'm going to try and go through as much as well. So, yeah, man, big up Sachino, of course. One saying all real United Twitter accounts. What's Ten Hag doing? Ten Hag going too strong for my liking, saying Chino. That is an interesting one now. Nah. I'm getting screw jobbed. I'm getting screwed. I'm getting screwed. There we go. So Chino saying Ten Hag going too strong for my likings. That is an interesting one. I know a lot of people have had that opinion, saying potentially they would have liked to have seen a little more rotations when it comes to the game for this one. We got Nottingham Forest up next, 3-0 lead in that one. Will we rotate in that game, or will we just continue to go relatively strong with a few changes here and there? I think you need to find the right balance as well, because you don't want to make too many changes, and then all of a sudden the team lacks balance. Shout out to Moss. Hope you're doing well. David Bless. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. King saying the back four. Are you confident with it? Hey, let's just see what they do. Let's see what they do today. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka, he's been in decent form. And Malacia as well. The only question, and the reason why that question is because of Maguire and Lindelof. Let's see how they perform. They should be able to perform well in a game like this today. Big up Manjanica. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. I said 0-2. Man's reverse Undertaker. Hey, I took it out with the thunder today. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Arsenal talent Aziz is on Reading bench, by the way. Yes. I saw his name, read it out just now, King. So if you're paying attention, you're paying attention. Guinness Walker was Blaze's arch enemy. Moss is out here cheering for Reading, fam. Let's see. I get all my football knowledge from Twitter. I've never kicked a ball, and they know what we need in our team, and not McTominay. Oh boy. Feed the horse. Just popping into like the stream. We need to progress in the cup. So not too strong for me, although now we have to consider what we're doing against Barcelona. Of course. Big up Paxton. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by every time. Yeah, it's one of them ones, right? You have to think about what's going to be ahead. Everything that's coming ahead. So yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one to speak about right there. Lindelof played well. Yeah, he had a few hiccups, Moss. Had a few hiccups, definitely. But for the most part, in the second half, it was a lot better, I would say. Second half, a lot better. The champions here. Big up yourself, readers. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. We're literally 8 minutes away from the game beginning. On this question, do United have a big enough squad to go far in all the cups? No, not in my opinion. Not in my opinion, King. Far from it. I think we don't have the strength in depth and the quality as well to go further. I think sooner rather than later, even though I'm hoping it's not the case and somehow we miraculously are able to continue going in these cups. I just don't think we have enough to have deep cup runs in order the 4 that we're in. Well, if order the 3 that we're in and on top of the Premier League. But who knows? And shout out to Readers for saying, man, if you're here early, be sure to hit a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and also a little notification. So later on my second channel, link in the description, I'm gonna be doing a WWE Royal Rumble watch along. It starts at 12:45. The stream does. Event starts at 1 a.m. So I would love for all of you, or if you can, to come through and just chill out for the next few hours or however long the show's gonna last. It's gonna be a nice little vibe. Let's see. Man, sources could be sourcing tonight. Reader saying 3-0 to United, people. And of course, let's get some score predictions in the cut. If you haven't already, Reader saying 3-0 to United. Time for a poll, Super Nick saying, you know what? Why not? Why not? Let's get a poll in there. Guess the result. Man United win. Draw. Play. In. Win. Alright, cool. Just sorting out that poll real quick. Boom. Go ahead and have a little voting session in the poll. Guess the result. Who do you think's gonna win, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for that, Super Nick. I love 8 p.m. Saturday kickoffs. Really respect matches, match going fans, especially away fans. Good job from the FA again. Hey, man. Uncle in the building. Big up yourself, King. And like what Super Nick saying, please remember to like up the live, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't know what that emoji is. I can see the emoji there, but it doesn't show properly in this thing. But it's all good. As long as we getting the message across, ladies and gentlemen, as long as we getting the message across. But we're not too far away from match time now. 5 minutes to go. Let me know what you think. If you've got any We got all the polls. So we got 5 votes, 40%, 50% now on the United win. Now we got 6 votes, 33% on a draw, and 17% on a Reading win. So we've got everybody about here, you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. A little stats to go with this game before it's time. Reading have lost 7 of their last 8 FA Cup ties against Premier League opposition, while they have only won 1 of their previous 22 meetings against the Red Devils across all competitions. And guess what that game was? It was all the way back in 1927. It was an FA Cup third round replay. The first game we drew 2-2. The second, in the replay, we lost 2-1 against Reading. 1927 FA Cup. Out of 22 meetings, they've only beaten us once. So that is an interesting one. I can see the players lining up in the tunnel, getting ready, or at least the Man United players. You know, all of them things there. You know, all of them things there, ladies and gents. We got 8 votes in the cut. Shout out to Man saying, enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. I'll see you at half time. Big up to everybody inside now. Be sure to hit a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share to your friends and frenemies. It's important. The frenemies matter too, you know. The frenemies matter too, ladies and gents. Hey, Moss is getting in with what the Rock is cooking. He could be cooking later on. Who knows? Who knows, ladies and gents? Reading have failed to win their last. Also, in terms of form, Reading have failed to lose their last 2 championship games. They've conceded 6 goals in the process. A 2-2 draw at home to QPR, and then a 4-0 loss last time out against Stoke City. So it's been a rough little couple of games. They'll be hoping to come out strong or stay solid at OT. Let's see what if they can. If they can. Is this gonna demand to come out of the tunnel last as a manager? Ins Hoylett be hyped up. Same Moss. Let's see, the players are making it out of the tunnel now. Harry Maguire, captain in Manchester United today. Of course, back in the team. It's a big game for him. There was a lot of potential rumors that maybe Jadon Sancho would have made it back into the team, whether that be on the bench most likely, but the time is not now just yet anyway. He's getting closer, and I think that's the most important thing for Manchester United fans, that he is getting closer. He is training with the team and getting back to that level where he needs to be. Until then, we'll be just fine with the group of players that we have right now. Referees to the day, or match officials. We've got Darren England, the referee. Assistant referees, Ian Husson, Nick Hopton. VAR assistant referees, Lee Mason and Adrian Holmes. And 4th official, Dean Whitestone. Hey, yo, read this. Read this. I saying the best left back in the world playing for United today. 2023, and Maguire as captain. Trust the process. Hey, listen, man. Trust the process. This is a game where we should be winning. Don't underestimate the opponents, but don't be too nervous as well, you know. Roberto Carlos ain't starting Reedus. I think Reedus has a little agenda going. He has a little agenda going. Super Nick saying, question for the Gooners in the chat. Views on yesterday's result. That's King. That's Moss in the cut. And shout out to anybody else that is inside showing some love on the stream. Appreciate you for coming through. Hey, realist, man. Listen, we just want you to come back to Twitter, big man. That's all. We just want you to come back to Twitter. Yo, your rightful home, big man. That's it. No hard feelings. We just want you to come back to your rightful home, and that is that, ladies and gents. Also, if you are watching over on Twitter, be sure to come over to the live stream and say well go on to the 22s, man. We're all hanging out over here, so be sure to come over, have some fun. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. I'm just saying, it's going to be a great time. But one question I will ask you, Tomins, right? If having a wave to the Old Trafford crowd, one question I will ask you is: are you concerned? Are you potentially concerned going forward with the lack of rotation of the team? I know Vaughan, he doesn't seem too concerned about it already. Kind of, complaining about other people's opinions of wanting to see younger players in the team for this cup. I think, you can look at the games that we have in the schedule, which is fair enough. Maybe it just shows that it means a lot to the manager, because in the end of the day, Manchester United are a team who haven't won a trophy since 2017. Andy Carroll, man's got the full-blown beard and them things. Oh, hold on a second. I need to pattern up. United will be kicking off, by the way, ladies and gents. Making sure I get my kickoff correct before I forget. I was about to start talking away. Bruno Fernandes kicks the... Damn. Bruno Fernandes kicks off the game, ladies and gents. By God. I don't know what that was, but it's not nice. Woo! It's not nice. Harry Maguire. I said, come outside Old Trafford, let's settle it. Here's Lindelof. Malacia. United committing a lot of players up top early on in the game, showing their intent from early on. Which is a positive. In a game like this at home, you want to make sure that you push forward and put that pressure on the back line of the opposition from early on. Is Wan-Bissaka giving it to Casemiro? We'll spread it across the pitch and try and find Malacia, but all of a sudden he gives the ball away. And now Tom Ince is on the counter-attack for Reading. On the right wing, Ericsson and Bruno trying to cover. Ince just protecting, holding the ball, and eventually almost gives it away, and Weghorst is able to reclaim possession. Super Nick say, no! I was trying to work out if something bad happened. I was like, ain't no way. Don't do this to us this early. Don't do it. For everybody on the UK, this game is on ITV4. Strange one, eh? Strange one indeed, but I guess we move. Redden have a free kick right now in a dangerous position. Few players kind of huddling around the referee. But it is a good position nonetheless for the away side. Let's see if they can make something of it. ITV and BBC share FA Cup these days. Yeah, it looks so. I used to think it was on BT, but I don't think do they have it on BT anymore? I don't think so. Tom Ince takes, blocked by the wall. Anthony looking ready for action today, saying Super Nick. Paxton saying he better be. Anthony's not fancying him. It's a good ball. Over to Rashford, and Anthony's making a run forward. Wan-Bissaka receives. Now it's Marcus again. Weghorst bouncing it into Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Anthony out on the right wing. Nice little pass into Wan-Bissaka. Weghorst was there, tried to flick it on, just couldn't get the contact needed to direct it towards goal. Unlucky. Good little piece of play there by Manchester United. Anthony just playing it through the legs of the defender just about. Finds Wan-Bissaka, who just flashes it across the box. A little deflection on that ball. Corner kick United. Just ITV4 and ITVX. Okay. Shout out to Kang in the car. Hope you're doing well. His day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Balling by Ericsson. Harry Maguire was in there, headed away that time. Really saying he won't go outside all game long. And number 21, man. Have a patience with time. I gotta pause to sync with the time. I shake my head. Wait, are you behind, Kang? Or are you? Nah, you must be ahead. My bad. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Here's Maguire. Playing it across to Bruno Fernandes. Picking it up deep that time and just receiving it again from Victor Lindelof. Approaching 5.5 minutes in as Bruno spreads it like butter out to Anthony. Very nice ball. He gives it to Wan-Bissaka, overlapping successfully. Tries to play it across. Cut out that time once again. Anthony. Casemiro bouncing it into Victor Lindelof. Or team. Damn. Can anyone explain what happened to Tom Ince's career? He was going to be the next big thing, and then, well, I have my suspicions, but I may be wrong. Paxton saying Tom Ince just became a championship player early on. I hear it. Shout out to John Fabregas. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Junior Hoylett. Now United have a nice little free kick there. Near the left corner of the box. Outside. Got Ericsson and Casemiro standing over it. Most likely is going to be Christian Eriksen as the taker. Let me end this poll real quick. I almost forgot. Yeah, 14 votes. Shout out to everybody who got involved. 78% United win. 14% on a draw. 7% saying a Reading win. The referee blows the whistle. Eriksen standing. Weighing up his options. Takes it. It's a good free kick, just wide of the goal. Unlucky. Unlucky. Joe Lumley is a little worried about that. In the end, it just flashed across goal. It's Casemiro. Goal kick just finds Manchester United again. You feel like the game will take this kind of shape as Casemiro gets fouled and plays the free kick quickly. It's going to take the shape, however, as I was saying before, where Manchester United will just continue getting the ball back and attacking, sustained attacks, most importantly, to make sure that the Reading don't have any breaks defensively to regain their fitness and composure. You just need to continue playing with a level of intensity, keeping that defense moving, keeping our whole team moving as they are all back defending right now. Eriksen trying to play it. over to Marcus Rashford, it looks like, but they weren't on the same wavelength. And in the end, the defender does well, Junior Hoylett, just to turn away from Rashford, who tried to press him to prevent it going out for a goal kick and won a free kick for his team. Wow, damn. So right now, Reading they got a little transfer embargo issue. Going into this game, they have had a few injury issues here and there. Their squad's a little depleted. Pauling's coming into the club in May, taking over in that permanent role. Joe Lumley with a dodgy kick out there, but he still is able to find a blue and white shirt. Play forward. Trying to play in Zhao, but it was headed away by Lindelof, and Tommins couldn't keep it under control there. Goes out for a United throw-in. We've got a couple hmms in the chat. Yeah, the weather's a bit rainy today out there in Manchester, Moss. It looks like it anyway. Paxton saying Tommins, the longest he stayed at a team was 3 years, both for Blackpool and plus 6 loans. He found his level early on. Stoke, yeah. Found his level early on. I hear it, Paxton, man. I hear it. United fans, no, not fully up for this one so far. Just a little quiet at the moment. Is Anthony going inside, playing it back to Lindelof. Malacia. Of course, Luke Shaw's been out the last couple of games with a little illness, so I can suspect that he's still recovering from that somewhat. Hopefully he does. United still have the likes of Anthony Martial out. Of course, Donny van der Beek injured for the rest of the season. Diogo Dalot still out with an injury. So there are a few issues as it goes to Manchester United there. Axel Twanzebe. What you don't want for as from a United perspective is that list to start growing up now, because we've got a lot of games to play. Like what we've said time and time again with the competitions that we're in, Europa League will start back depending on if we can get through in that Barcelona game. Potentially a couple more games to go in the Carabao Cup. The FA Cup if we make it through today, and the rest of the Premier League season. Wan-Bissaka passed it inside to Casemiro, flicked it forward, and Weghorst did well just to get ahead. And Tom Holmes was the one who fouled him. Weghorst just got ahead there, and Holmes caught him on the ankle, just about. It's been an interesting one with Wout Weghorst. A lot of people have been a bit 50-50 on him. Some people saying, you know, they haven't seen a lot from him. I mean, I think in my opinion, he's contributed decently to in the games that he's played so far in a Man United shirt. Not a lot of, I would say, service, which a striker of his skill set probably needs, especially with balls into the area, not just headed, but on the ground as well, when aren't the greatest team when it comes to delivering the ball into the box. And it shows, creating opportunities for our forwards. Or our strikers, should I say at least. Rashford to take the free kick. Saved by the keeper. Eriksen shot blocked. Anthony now has it on the right wing. Inch trying to defend. Anthony does well. Bruno back in the area. Headed away. Only to Anthony. A little flip-flap step over. Tries to get between the defender's legs, but he stays firm. And Tommins wins a free kick from Anthony. That's just purely a frustration foul. Got to do a little better there. But yeah, Marcus Rashford going back to the free kick. Looks like he just tries to get a bit of swerve on the ball. Potentially would have been a little more difficult for the keeper if there was a bounce before. Super Nick saying Anthony looks like he wants to spin. If only he could spin past a man or two. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I don't know when the next time we'll see a spin, because I remember that Europa League game and where when he did the spin for the first time in game, and then he played the ball out for a goal kick, and he was getting slated for a good few minutes. By God. I think even he was dropped. He might have been dropped for the next game as well, I believe. That was a sticky one still. So you can only spin in his yard and on the bench, you know. Will Fish on loan at Hibs. Scored today against Aberdeen in a 6-0 win. It's been a good spell on loan for him, but we need more development. Good to hear. Big up Paxton for the update. And yeah, the Aberdeen manager was sacked today. I did see that notification, so that's a sticky one still. Yeah. A shout out to him. Gotta start doing a little loan watch settings. No, Amad Diallo doing well at Sunderland. I believe they drew in their FA Cup game today. Did they play? Was it Fulham that they were playing? Let me double check. FA Cup. So yeah, so they drew 1-1 with Fulham today, Sunderland. I believe Ahmad played all 90 minutes in the game. What happened in the Spurs game? But hold on for a minute. Here's United, Christian Eriksen in the area. Giving it out to Bruno Fernandes. Plays it to Anthony. Has a little bit of space to curl it. And it goes wide of the goal. We know as soon as he receives the ball in that area, we know what he wants to do. This time around, he's not able to get the curl in order to get it into the bottom corner of Lumley's net. He just tries to curl it around McIntyre. Unlucky there by Anthony. Danjuma scored on his Spurs debut, huh? Interesting. They won 3-0 against Preston. My son Kanu, get a shout out? Loved it. Hey, shout out to you and your son each and every time, man. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through, Mateen. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Shout out to you and your son, man. Thank you for watching the content. And I'm glad I can entertain all of you, and thank you once again for being around. Big ups. Diallo had 4 shots today. 3-1 target. Definitely another good performance. Love to see that, Paxton. He's been on red hot form for quite a while now in the Sunderland shirt. I know at some point in January, there was kind of a thing where there was that, should we bring him back or on loan to bolster those numbers? But nah, I think just keep him out on loan, let him bake, let him cook, let him play regular minutes. He ain't going to be playing week in, week out in a United shirt. So just give him the opportunity to have fun on the football pitch and play. Although Reading are starting to gain a little more position, they're very much like, yeah, definitely Super Nick. You know, they're looking to just sit back. They'll be waiting for that Manchester United era almost. But if Reading can keep on defending like this, then they'll love it. Paul Ince will love it because right now, United, it's a lot of side-to-side passing the ball. We are able to get through the lines a few times here and there, but those numbers will continue to kind of just pack out the areas and prevent the passes from going through easily. So the accuracy is going to have to be on point from our guys today. Yeah, shout out to Super Nick, man. Each and every time. Nice to have you and your son here. Thank you for coming through, supporting the streams. Big up yourself each and every time, man. Oh, T's live on Twitch today. Say no more. Hope United get the result. Big up yourself, Paxton. I can't believe it. Of all days for this guy to go live, he's going live. No, I'm joking. Nah, big up my guy T, man. Tariq Talks. Make sure you go and show some love. I can't believe, and he's playing Last of Us as well.
Hold on.
He's playing Last of Us as well. My bad for playing that. That's crazy. My God. Vegos had a little shot in the box. I'm from future. If I talk, I'm in big trouble. Oh Lord, Kang. What the hell are you doing? Let me not get nothing, big man. Let me not get no spoilers, no nothing. Got a corner kick right now for United. Ball in the area. After 20 minutes, Christian Eriksen will look to deliver. And he does. In swinger. Headed away that time. Big up, Brush. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. It's Malasia. Over to Wan-Bissaka. What have you guys thought about the start of the game for both teams? Lindelöf. Maguire just slowing it down. Driving. Forward. Here's Weghorst. Here's Marcus Rashford. Fakes it. Gets past one. Tries to play into somebody at the edge of the area, but the ball wasn't good enough at all. Here's Anthony trying to curl it again over the bar. Maybe in that scenario, just keep the ball moving. But you can't hate on the fact that he has a shooting opportunity as well. So unlucky there from Anthony. But hey, you know what it reminds me of? I remember in FIFA quite a few years back, they had a feature where basically players would react as differently to certain things when the game went on. So say if a certain player was taking a whole load of shots and they kept on missing, your teammates would become visually frustrated with that player as the game went on. I don't know why I said that, but it just reminded me of that for some reason. Feels like I haven't played FIFA in so long now, man. FM as well. Actually, I haven't streamed on Twitch well, it hasn't been that long, but it just feels like the gap is a bit of a mazzoline, so we move. But hey. Don't ask what that was. Lumley kicks it out now for Reading, just trying to get the ball forward. A little nudge on the back of Junior Hoylett. Goes out for a throw into United. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Super Nick saying, we want Glazers out. Chanters on each and every time. Glazers out until they're gone for good. You feel like United just need that one goal to open up everything. Here's Anthony now. A little mistake by the defense. Bruno trying to play that reverse pass, but he's not able to get the strength and power in it. Here's Casemiro. Chipping it over the top. Trying to find Marcus Rashford, headed away once again. Kang also saying hashtag Glazers out. You know, you know, you know. Wan-Bissaka. The tempo of the game, just a little slow. But United do have to kind of be careful, pick out their options and choose the right times to pick it up, of course. At the same time, you would like to potentially get this Reading team moving a little more. That's a good ball by Maguire into Marcus Rashford. Good defending once again. That time it was Yeadon that was able to just cut out the ball before. It's Maguire. Trying to play it into Bruno, giving away. Malacia wins it back. Maguire just chipping it out to the left-hand side. A lot of possession for those centre-backs right now who are well inside the Reading half. Rashford playing it into Malacia. Good ball across. He cuts back. Chance to get in with his righty. Christian Eriksen. A lot of space. Edge of the box. Good block. He's Wan-Bissaka. Anthony takes over. Whips it in. It looked like it was almost going to be a good ball. Weghorst wins it back. And just went for the half volley and blasts it over. Goal kick Reading. Kang saying big chance. Damn it. This is going to be a game where United need to be patient. Holmes that time, I think it was the one with the block. Just everybody throwing their bodies at it. That play looked awkward or nah. No goal after all those shots. Let's get these up actually. We've had 11 shots so far in the game. And here comes Anthony getting forward. Playing it across. Bruno takes the ball. Takes the shot. Wide of the goal once again. United just keep on coming forward. You can see Anthony gets played in by Wan-Bissaka. Outside of the boot pass. A little behind Bruno Fernandes. So it kills the momentum a little. And he just takes his time, leans back, tries to wait on the defender, shifting across. And he shoots, aiming to find that top corner, but the trajectory wasn't on point. It's Wan-Bissaka. I see a lot of people in the chat. They're looking a little frustrated. Just, it's all good, people. Well, hopefully it's all good. Just patience. If United continue to attack like this, the goal will come. Anthony is in development stage. The link-up play is not linking yet. Passing is an effortless along the front line. Yeah, I think so far at least. As we want Glazers out again at Old Trafford, which is good to hear. But yeah, with time, things will come. Some players, they bloom at different ages and in different time periods. And I think United fans need to recognize that, you know. United fans do need to recognize that and just have a bit of patience. There's always this expectations that whether they're young or it doesn't matter what player it is, there's always an expectation that you're supposed to see something from them, or they're supposed to perform at a higher level from day one, and that isn't always going to be the case. I know money is a big part of that, and the finances it takes to bring in certain players in this day and age of football, which kind of accelerates the minds and kind of tricks the mind into thinking, oh, we're paying this much for a player, we have to get a return from the very beginning. But football, all sports really have never been about that. More money may be coming into the game, but that doesn't mean that it can account for accelerating the process of growth, natural progression. Super Nick saying, let's send some positive energy his way. Come on, man. That's what it's all about. Constructive criticism along the way, too. Nothing wrong with that either. Kang saying should remove the 100 mil mark from him in our minds. Should not expect too high, and he will look. Yeah. Sometimes I think, especially in this day and age, like I said before, with the price tags that are being thrown around with a whole load of, I think, what is it? Look at how much Endrick went for to Real Madrid. Yeah, I mean, and he isn't even there yet. They're paying based off of his potential. I think clubs nowadays, with the money that's in the game, they raise the prices of players based on their potential and what they, shown so far in their career, but mostly of their potential, especially when they're young. So we have to hope that we have the developmental system around the club in order to maximize those players who come in, young, old, to make sure that they're the best fit for the club. And if it doesn't work out, of course you can blame the player, but part of the blame has to go to the club as well, because they didn't do everything correctly in order to maximize the potential of that player that they signed. So there are a lot of things that go into it, and I think from a fan perspective, we just need to be patient and positive. And when it comes to the criticism, of course, I'm not saying don't criticize the player, but be constructive about it and be fair about it as well. Joe Lumley a couple times now has had some nervous moments with his feet on the ball. A couple kicks out and that have not gone his way. But here's Anthony driving forward down that right wing, slowing it down. A couple ball rolls, feints, cuts inside, plays it into Bruno Fernandes, who drags it across goal. It's out for a Reading goal kick, but that was a good move, a good counter-attack by United. Anthony just playing it into Bruno Fernandes, who makes that run inside, makes that forward run, and in the end just doesn't catch the shot properly. Drags the shot across goal, and he's shaking his head, knowing that he should probably do better. Really saying, I don't look at the money. It's just the cutting in at all times. Go outside, switch it up now and then. And I think we're starting to see that, and we will start to see that, We will start to see that. That's what it's all about in the end of the day. Kang saying Anthony just cooked. Indeed, he did. Harry Maguire playing a nice ball towards Marcus Rashford. And Reading are able to deal with it that time. Dom just holding back Marcus, blocking him out. And it goes out for a goal kick. Joe Lumley will take this one. So Alex Ferguson watching on. Anthony has an opportunity to make it forward now. Once again, Reading just giving it away with a header in the middle of the park. Here's Casemiro playing it inside. Good block momentarily. Weghorst heads it on. Marcus Rashford, back post. Is it in? Yes, it is. Manchester United take the lead. And it's Marcus Rashford again. What is that, 11 in 11? Tenth consecutive home game for Marcus Rashford. And that might be a record. That might be a record. But Marcus Rashford does it again. He just continues to score goals. The form is insane. And United take the lead. Looking at that. Definitely behind the line. Let's see what everybody else is saying in the chat. Celebrating. Shout out to John Fabregas. Has it been a good game so far? Up to this point, it's kind of slowed down a little. United getting forward a lot, but not being able to create a chance until then. But apparently VAR are looking at the goal. So let's see what's going on. Oh. Oh, are they saying Weghorst is offside? He doesn't look offside though. Oh, he's off. Oh. So chalk that one off, ladies and gents. It is not 1-0 to Manchester United. It is still 0-0. Yes, and big up everybody. I know I'm a little behind, but I appreciate it if you wouldn't spoil it too much. Try and contain it if you can. But yeah, no worries, John. Yeah, Reed is saying, hope it's on. No way, saying Super Nick scratch that. VAR boo. They're trying to ask why Weghorst was offside. It's one of those ones because I believe the part of the body that you can play it with, I guess, was offside, which was his foot. And unfortunately, he came back into the play, which meant they had to chalk off that goal. Reading survive for now. That's a good ball by Lumley out to Baba Rahman. Reading just giving away the ball there. That is a poor pass. Loom just falling asleep momentarily. United have possession again. Maguire giving it to Lindelof. They ain't loving that VAR in Old Trafford right now. I tell you that. Happy Lunar New Year, of course, recently. VAR out saying Kang. Man. What's you guys, like, honest opinions on video assistant referee as Marcus makes a run cleared away again? Because I feel like more so it's the human error, right? Until, and obviously, though, humans can't be perfect. They're going to make mistakes. But if anything, it's highlighted even more because once again, it's that illusion of having the video assistant referee. So it makes you think, well, then if we're doing that, if we have it, then referees should be making the right decision most of the time, right? But that's not happening. So there's a lot of scrutiny going on to VAR when really it's just human error. being highlighted even more due to the fact that people believe it shouldn't be happening even more than it is. It's Harry Maguire. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes chipping it into the area towards Weghorst. Heads it out to Wan-Bissaka. Now Anthony flicks it around the corner to Wambi. Ball in first time. Just headed away from Weghorst. It was a little behind him. Rashford gets the ball. Takes it out to the left side. Torments is guarding Bruno in the area. Plays it into Casemiro. He goes down. And the referee's looking, but he ain't thinking about the penalty. The referee, Darren England, did not look like he was going to give a penalty at any point of that. What the commentary is saying is that they took a check on it and there was contact from Junior Hoilett, but not enough for a penalty. Because he goes in with the left foot, where he potentially could have tripped Casemiro and then wins the ball with his right. So I don't know if that, in regards to that, the referee is kind of tricked, or I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Yeah, a lot of this ref is a hater in the chat. They're not loving that one. Moss is saying it's a dive. Hoilett doing a bit too much. Get out of here, mate. Crafty veteran Hoilett. I know why Moss likes Junior Hoilett. That's all I'm saying. Reading are frustrating the process. They really have put up a defensive barrier. Oh no, so they called his arm to be offside. Weghorst. So that's straight. Interesting. Interesting that. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Reading just winning it back again. Andy Carroll that time. And he's trying to play the ball forward. Gives it away to Wan-Bissaka. Andy Carroll tried to play it to his partner João, but couldn't get to him. Kind of sliced at clearance. Here's Anthony. Cutting inside. Driving inside again. Just giving away the ball. Running out of space to operate. Bruno trying to play it through the lines, giving it away, and Andy Carroll. And there we go. He wins back the ball. He looks a little awkward in terms of the dribbling stuff. Kind of lost a few yards in his legs. But yeah, whenever Reading win back the ball, they don't really have the outlet that they can find this. So eventually they just end up giving away possession of the ball. You don't want to be in that scenario, especially at home, away from home. You want to have that option, even if it's one person up front so they can take the ball, hold up and wait for support. Fernandes chipping it into Eriksson, who tries to head it. Kind of behind him. He may have been offside, and I believe he was. So we're coming up to half time now, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, what would you say that needs to be changed from a Manchester United perspective? Because I feel like it's been a situation. Obviously, you scored an offside goal. You're unlucky there. Chance creation has been a little bit difficult. Just because Reading, for the most part, have thrown their 11, all of their 10 outfield players behind the ball. And they've all been defend. They've been comfortable to just sit back and defend. Potentially it's a thing where they're banking on that replay. But here's Bruno Fernandes with a little bit of space on the right wing. Corner kick United. Blocked behind by Baba Rahman. Kang saying overall we should have some goals with those chances. Sancho, that guy is a baller, definitely must. Christian Eriksen to deliver this time around on the opposite corner. And it goes straight across the box over to Anthony, who takes a right-footed shot this time, and it goes wide. I'm seeing some oh my goodnesses in the box. Yeah. Wow. Anthony just tries to curl it in that time. Once again, couldn't get the curl on it. Lumley kicks it out. And he's just booted forward to Zhao. Tom Ince plays it into Baba Rahman. Anthony defending. Rahman gets ahead of him. Ball into the box. Dangerous ball! And Malaysia! Mistake by Malaysia! And my word, Reddit almost take the lead there. Malaysia, he thinks he has way too much time than he really did. Junior Hoylett just sneaks up behind him and takes a shot. Saved by David De Gea. But you've got to wake up there. You can't be... Can't be making those kind of mistakes inside the area. From a Reading perspective, that's a chance that you have to take. Here they come again now. Ball in the box, cleared away by Lindelof that time. Casemiro. Giving it to Malaysia. Bruno Fernandes. Maybe one more chance for Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka over to Anthony. Plays it back to Wan-Bissaka. This ball's been on the whole half. Good header away this time around. Anthony playing it into Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro in the area. Weghorst! And it just deflected right into the hands of the goalkeeper. It was another good opportunity there for Weghorst. He just chose to hit that first time. I don't think the ball had enough pace on it for him to guide it into either side of the net. But the referee should be blowing the whistle now after this kick by Lumley. And he does, ladies and gentlemen. It is half time. 0-0. Manchester United had a goal ruled out for offside. Weghorst, of course, caught offside. I believe it was his arm, which was rendered offside in the end of the day, preventing Marcus Rashford from getting his 10th consecutive home goal in all competitions. But how do you guys feel about that half? I know there's a lot of frustration. United 343 passes to 90 for Reading. Readers saying, I think we need to work harder and calm down in the final third. Kang saying, unlucky, I guess. With the squad fielded, that was very disappointing, saying Super Nick. If we shoot better, should have some goals already. Man saying frustrating first half. Yeah, that is... First 20 minutes showed the clear difference of quality. United 80% possession to 20% for Reading. You know what? It's been one of them ones where Reading have had literally all 10 outfield players back defending, and United have had to... maybe a gripe you can have about the game so far is that we haven't really passed it with... even then, it's a reach in terms of the speed, the intensity of the play, because at times we have turned it up a little when we found the right moments to turn it up and try to drag Reading defenders out of position, which I think we've done well at times. We've got into their area. It's just it's the final piece of quality that's missing from Manchester United right now. Best chance of the game came from that Rashford goal, and now it's about obviously Reading had that opportunity towards the end. United have had a few half chances. Anthony taking a couple shots from outside the area. Christian Eriksen had time to load up from outside the box and have a shot that was eventually blocked. He also had a free kick that was close. Weghorst towards the half, maybe he can do a little better with that opportunity that was put inside. But I think, with Anthony and Wan-Bissaka, I'm seeing their connection a lot differently today. They've been better with each other. Wan-Bissaka really overlapping a little more, and I don't know if that's something to do with the opposition that we're up against, but Wan-Bissaka's been overlapping a lot more, getting into the area. Anthony's been finding him, and I think that's opening up the space for Anthony to cut inside and try and get that curling shot or play it towards somebody else. But yeah, United we've had the forward play, we've passed it, we've got into the areas, but we just haven't been able to get the goal thus far. We almost did, but we haven't been able to do that. For the second half, we just need to stay switched on and focused, because at the end, it was an example of what can go wrong. A Bobber Rahman ball in, it bounces across and goes, flashes across the air and just bounces in the air. And then Malacia thinks he has way too much time in the box, which you should be just getting the ball clear. If in doubt, get it out. And especially because he doesn't look over his shoulder, you should be even more cautious in that regard, and he wasn't, and almost gave away a golden opportunity to Juno Hoylett before the end of the half. And if they would have taken a lead, it would have been way against the run of play and very disappointing, to say the least. So United have just got to stay focused, stay patient. I think the golden chance will come. And when it does come, we have to take it, because once again, we don't want this to end in a draw. It's as simple as that. They're ultra defensive and we are not clinical up front, saying Super Nick. At times, the passing has been a bit laboured and sloppy. Not much creation, just luck, which hasn't paid off. I think Super Nick at times, I don't know if it's because of the opposition setup more so, as to why we're passing the way we have been at times, really slow in our intensity, not really finding those gaps and the spaces to play through the lines. But hopefully in the second half it's a little different. I predict that Reading will come out the same, because they'll be hoping that they can probably get it back to their ground at home and then take their luck there. Manchester United, we don't want to do that. We want to make sure we come out in the second half with a bit of energy and find that golden opportunity, score that goal. I know a lot of United fans will probably, and it'll be interesting to see the reaction on social media, actually, because obviously the reaction before the game, all of that stuff was, I was saying, strong side, and maybe the expectations are heightened because of that. So it'll be interesting to see. Shout out to Frodian in the cut. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. That is New Man U. What have you thought of the game so far? It's going to be interesting to see. I'm looking at the analysis, the halftime analysis, and maybe United have not been as ambitious with the ball in behind. We're looking at a few runs from players, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, even Weghorst. They're in that same clip. And maybe we haven't been as ambitious in playing that forward pass, which I think we should do. Maybe taking a few more risks going forward. Less of that side-to-side passing. You can't win anything with children, eh? Saying bar time with Vaughan. I've seen people surprised at such a strong lineup. What are your thoughts, saying Super Nick? Well, I gave my thoughts at the start. You know, I can see from both sides in the end of the day. What we've heard about Eric Ten Hag, virtually from when he's come in as the manager, is that he doesn't rotate a lot, and he's made it clear that he wants to win these games. He wants to stay in these competitions. He wants to be competitive and break this trophy drought that Manchester United have going in the end of the day, you know? So I'm not mad at it. You know, I know people will be mad, for example, if knock on wood a player gets injured, but that hasn't happened thus far. Once again, knock on wood. So we have to play to the best. And I think the disappointment so far today is maybe the lack of bravery going forwards and playing that pass, just because Reading aren't offering anything in the game except for the defensive side of things. They're just staying back. They will get forward at times, but they're not committing players forward. In the press, you've got all 10 outfielders back, all 11 players back if we count the goalkeeper. And we're just looking at that Junior Hoylett chance again. Malacia just absolutely falling asleep. He needs to be better in that regard, or United are 1-0 down at half time. ETH expected to be at least maybe 2 to 3 up by now. Reading have other ideas. I think, look, when it comes to the second half, it's up to Manchester United, in my opinion. I think you have to start the second half with a little bit of intensity, zapping that ball forward, getting players and dragging them from left to right out of position. I think at times we've just been a little too slow, and that's not good enough. But we shall see. We shall see. Did I just say in Reading's press? I don't think so. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here as always. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you're enjoying. Subscribe if you're new. Share to your friends and frenemies. We'll have the second half starting real soon. Let me make sure I get the timer pattern actually. Boom. All right. Making sure I have all of that good to go for the second half. And hopefully, United can impress and score that goal early on. Potentially make some changes. Rest a few players for the schedule going forward. Because I think it is, well documented. Coming up next, so we got Nottingham Forest in the second leg. Then we'll have Palace, back-to-back games against Leeds United, home and away. Then we'll have Barcelona February 16th in that first leg of the Europa League playoff in order to get to the official knockouts. Because it's not exactly an official knockout, which is quite a mezzanine within itself. Brentford and Liverpool going into March. There are a lot of games to be played in a short amount of time. I think in the latest United Twins episode, I said, in the next 29 days, Manchester United on average are going to have about a three-day gap in between games. So that is crazy. I'm saying I press like twice. Thank you, bro. Thank you each and every time. Super Nichols the same. Please remember to like up the live, comment, share, and subscribe. And also, a little note to self for everybody that will be around a little later into the early hours of Sunday morning. I'm going to be doing a little watch-along, a WWE Royal Rumble watch-along. So if you enjoy wrestling, or if you just want to come around and need a place to chill, be sure to come to the second channel, CM22. Link in the description. We're going live from 12:45 a.m. 12:45 a.m. UK time. So come around, have some fun. The Royal Rumble is always a good premium live event, as they call it. Premium live event for the WWE, and it's the first of the year. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. It's the lead up to WrestleMania. A lot of exciting things, exciting returns rumored for this. Potentially the return of some some of one or two of the biggest stars of the industry passed. So we shall see. We shall see. Super Nick saying, has anyone changed their predictions at halftime? Already want that replay saying, must, yeah. You know, you can imagine that. Kang saying I changed from 2-0 to 5-0. Really the same Bun Ready. Hey, nah, it has been a frustrating game, I can't lie. But they just have to keep on plugging away. It's going to be interesting to see what Eric Ten Hag says after the game, how he analyzes it. I have a feeling he probably won't be complimentary towards our first half performance as much. Because I think even my opinion has changed towards that first half performance by United. But hey. What are you saying, Super Nick? But yeah, that Marcus Rashford disallowed goal was a little unlucky there. Because Weghorst was just offside. Let's see. I'm seeing somebody offside. Let's see their opinion. VAR is the worst it has ever been this season. The inconsistency is hilarious. Okay, so the rules change. A player in an offside position receiving the ball from an opponent who deliberately plays the ball, including by a deliberate handball, is not considered to have gained an advantage unless it was a deliberate save by any opponent. A save is when a player stops or attempts to stop a ball which is going into or very close to a goal with any part of their body except their hands, such as arms, unless the goalkeeper within the penalty area. They're just showing the Spurs result now, winning 3-0 against Preston North End. Heung-min Son scored 2, and Danjuma scored on his Spurs debut. He was going to Everton until very late on. I believe he's on loan at Spurs. And then tomorrow, Brighton Liverpool. That's going to be an interesting game. Derby County versus West Ham on Monday. Shout out to King again, man. Guys, make sure you subscribe to CM4 away from 300 subs. Big up yourself and thank you, bro. But like what you said, 4 subs away from 300 subscribers. It's a milestone that we're looking forward to, and I appreciate everybody that's been here on the journey. You know, we keep on going, people. We keep on going no matter what. So thank you to everybody that's come across, and blessings to everybody that's been able to drop a like on the video. We got 11 likes so far, 9 people watching. So big ups to everybody that's been here over the course of the watch along. Appreciate you each and every time. And hopefully we can get some goals in the second half for the Man United fans, for the neutrals, all of that good stuff as the United players are getting ready to come out of the tunnel once again for this second half. Chill vibes, a few smiles, a few bits of laughter, all of them things there. Hopefully, the seriousness begins on the pitch. But we shall see. Just looking at the lineup. Those are the options we have to come off the bench. The likes of Pelistri, who was rumoured to maybe could have got the start today, but didn't. Kobe Mainu, Elanga, Garnacho, of course. So there are options off the bench to come on. Fred as well. Those are the ones I'm kind of looking at. CM, remember Nia Jax, of course, man. I know there was a rumor that she might be making a little return. What do you think of that one, bro? Redding also coming out. Here comes Eric Ten Hag. Shout out to Kang. I ain't started back just yet. So, once again, ladies and gents, please try and keep the spoilers to a minimum. Thank you very much. Man, sources can neither confirm or deny. Oh, look at this guy, man. Look at this dude. Reddit will be kicking off this one. Kicking from left to right. I know you guys are ahead. Allow me. We've kicked off now. Please, no spoilers. It's Malasia United. They'll be looking to take it forward into a box. Let's see if Reading, they potentially change their setup. I doubt they will. Maguire plays it over the top, but it's too close to Joe Lumley. Marcus Rashford tried to chase, but just wasn't able to get there. Oh, look at it. Nah, man. See this guy, Manchfeld, coming in here and that's the bottom line. Nah. Listen that, man. Listen. Don't do that. Don't do that, fam. Anyway, we move. We'll speak later, fam. It's gonna be nice. It's Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Over to Christian Eriksen. Marcus Rashford. Little 1-2. Rashford plays it forward. Gives it away that time. And that is just poured in by the defender. Bruno Fernandes, long range. Over. Yikes. I mean, it was back there. I think it was Andy Yeardem who just dribbled into trouble and gave the ball away for Reading. But by God, Bruno Fernandes just blasting the ball over the bar. I said it's all about the game and how you play it, bro. It is what it is. Error is only 1 minute. Bruno. It's Hoylet. Rashford with a nice flick to Christian Eriksen. Weghorst holding up play and gets challenged in the end. Ran out of space, ran out of time. Somebody's down there just crouching for Reading. Andy Carroll's rocking a number 2. Junior Hoylet is the one that was down there for Reading. Just getting a bit of treatment now. Weghorst was the one just checking up on the player, hoping he's all right. Let's see. Despite the frustrating first half for Manchester United, one thing to say is they have progressed from 9 of their last 10 FA Cup ties against Reading. Safe to say these lot have faced off in this competition quite a few times. And they are unbeaten in their last 14 home matches in the FA Cup. So the stats favour a United victory. Eric Ten Hag is looking vexed out there. shaking his head, all of that stuff there. But yeah, Junior Hoyler has some mad nosebleed right now. If you know, you know. When I was younger, I used to get nosebleeds out of nowhere. I remember sometimes I would wake up and there's literally blood on my bed sheets. I have to go up to the bathroom, clean that up. It's just a Mazzoline. That might have been a little too graphic. I apologize. If we get a goal lead, I want to see my new playing Eriksen's position. Saying Kang. Let's see what happens, eh? Candy Carroll with a strike. It was pure, but it got blocked. Tommins. Ball in. I hold it cleared away and completed by Eriksen. Right now, United a little under the cosh, but they try and push forward now. Lumley kicking it out, getting awfully close to Anthony that time, and Malacia picks up the ball. Man saying pause. What have I done? What have I done now? Hoyler. Little bit of tissue in the nose. Earning his team a throw-in. Yeah, them just getting it forward now towards Andy Carroll. He takes the touch and boots it out for a throw-in. That time they probably just needed to control it, hold it down on the ground and pass it on. What's Andy Carroll struggling to playing for Reading? Man, Andy Carroll's had some career. Remember when he was popping for Newcastle all them years ago? He was that guy. Then he made that move to Liverpool. Didn't quite work out. Well, that's being nice. Malacia to take the throw in for Manchester United. Casemiro just picks it up and switches play towards the space. Aaron Wan-Bissaka can carry it forward now. Him and Anthony have worked well. Not that time. It just bounced off Anthony's heel, but Wan-Bissaka fortuitously got the ball back. Casemiro towards Bruno in the area. Cleared away that time. Eriksen was trying to get through, but it was well defended that time by Mamadou Loum. Andy Carroll giving away a free kick. Tried to get past the opposition player. In the end, just slid in recklessly. Christian Eriksen read the move. And then Andy Carroll gave him the light old scissors. I said, is Carroll confused? Yeah, well, he's played very high up. You know, Reading, they've had all players behind the ball. And I don't think in this situation is playing to his strong suit, especially at this stage of his career. On the Casemiro. Saying Moss. Is Eriksen. Playing it over to Anthony on the wing. Finds Casemiro! 1-0 United! Just chips it over the goalkeeper. And Manchester United finally break the deadlock. It was a great through ball. And it was Casemiro who was the man to finish it. Manchester United 1, Reading 0. And let's look at this again. It starts from Christian Eriksen, just switching the play out to Anthony. Takes the ball down. Wan-Bissaka makes a run. And Casemiro just making that straight run through the middle of the defense. Great ball in behind by Anthony, and Casemiro just lifting it over Joe Lumley. Nice and easy. 1-0 United, and Loom was always a little behind him. Got caught out by that run. Timed it to perfection, and the finish, fabulous. 1-0 United. And the fans, Erik ten Hag celebrating that one. They will love that. Anthony assist, Casemiro goal, made in Brazil. You can't say it, hey. We are class, we are spoiling. But there we go. That time around, you saw it. And, you know, Super Nick, I know you'll mention it after the game. Wan-Bissaka makes that run on the outside to create a little space for Casemiro to run into. Anthony finds him. And it's just a lovely goal. Good, great switch of play by Christian Eriksen as well earlier. I'm hearing that Christian Eriksen may be coming off of Manchester United very soon. And yeah, he's coming off now. So Fred will be replacing him. Eriksen just wincing a little bit. Man saying stress-free settings. They can't argue with that. Stress-free FC. We love a bit of stress-free FC, don't we? Here's Malacia. Driving forward now for Manchester United. Weghorst gives it away. Didn't really have the opportunity or the time to play it. Junior Hoylett gives away a free kick to Manchester United. Why my message doubled? I have no idea. I have no idea, Kang. It just be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes on the tube. Malacia just tying his shoelaces. Bruno Fernandes getting ready to put the ball in the box. We got Maguire, Weghorst, Casemiro all up there. Headed away by Andy Carroll. Anthony. Over to Bruno Fernandes. Fred. Over to Casemiro. Long range strike. 2-0. My word. It looked like there may have been a light deflection, but don't take it away from the fact that we've got a Casemiro double. Manchester United 2, Reading 0, and that will be game over. Surely now. Let's look at this again. Just Fred setting it perfectly. Casemiro, and it does take a wicked deflection. It does take a wicked deflection, and it beats Joe Lumley. All ends up. But hey, it's going to be a Casemiro goal. And it's going to be a Manchester United goal. Yeah. It just, that slight touch just takes it away from the goalkeeper. All ends up. This is the part where Reading start to get tired. Casemiro coming in with Manj. Job done, my G. Come on. I need to see that goal again. Don't say Super Nick. Well, we love that. You know, and after a frustrating first half, United are able to open the scoring and get a second in quick succession. Happy about that. And now Reading's approach to the game should change. Shout out to my guy Roland, Pros Only Sports. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. I appreciate you coming by each and every time. Coming in with a Casemiro. Flames. But yeah, man, wicked start to the second half. United have got their goals. Be sure to subscribe to my guy Pros Only Sports on the tube. We had our big free NBA review show yesterday. Lit as always with myself, Roland, Chino. Big ups to everybody at Pros Only Sports. United State of Mind episodes dropping this week as well. Another one dropped today. Be sure to check it out. Here's Fred. Leaves it to Marcus Rashford. Fred on the outside now. Crossing it in first time. Straight across the face of goal. Anthony just keeping it in. Little twinkle toes by Anthony. Up against Baba Rahman and he slips. Just trying to get past him. Casemiro gets it back though. Here's Wan-Bissaka playing it into Veghorst. Touched away. Malacia blasted over the bar. Hey, Kang saying 3 more goals to reach my expectation. Mamadou Loom coming off for Reading. Tyrese Fornah coming on. That's a name I'm familiar with from Football Manager. Hold tight, Tyrese Fornah, man. Here's Fred. Finding out Wan-Bissaka. Now United are looking real confident on the ball. The fans are in full voice after those 2 goals as well. But yeah, as you can see, Reading are now trying to be a little more aggressive in their play. They've got to be cautious of United's threat at all times, which makes this such a difficult game for them now. Because at 0-0, there was always that opportunity of them possibly capitalizing on a mistake. But now they're 2-0 down. Great challenge there by Harry Maguire. Casemiro gives away a free kick as Reading were able to get a fortuitous bounce. Yeah, them. Yeah, them. Great challenge by Malacia again, just out for a United throw-in now. David De Gea has not a lot of touches in the game. He had one not long ago after the second goal just to clear the ball. Every time Reading play the ball forward, especially aerially, just a little bit of frustration. They worked hard defensively in that first half and for them up until the goal, and they'd be disappointed. And now it's about finding that extra bit of energy to try and get back into it, and most likely they probably don't. Here's Anthony. Fred passing it back to Victor Lindelof. Now Casemiro playing it forward first time, giving it away. Only for a few seconds though, because Bruno Fernandes hunted the ball down and won it back. Here's Casemiro. Oh my goodness! Here's Anthony. And he blows the whistle Andy Carroll's already on a yellow card. He receives a second, and that means he's going for an early shower. Andy Carroll just slid in. Was nowhere near the ball. Just took out the man completely. And he's heading for the tunnel. Casemiro just released the ball and my God, by God, by God. And you know, Andy Carroll slid across the ground. The wet surface didn't help. So it was always going to be a second yellow. He'd be disappointed with the first yellow he picked up. Because I believe it was just about, you know, is it more so verbal complaining. But yeah. Reading down to 10 men. And it makes their task even more difficult. Here's Rashford. Weghorst. Back into Rashford. Oh, nice move by Marcus Rashford. Tries to fake the Rabona. Across goal gets cleared. Wan-Bissaka touches it down. Casemiro. And today, blocked. Here's Casemiro again. Bruno Fernandes. And Wan-Bissaka's in. Great football by Wan-Bissaka. Great challenge to match it by McIntyre. Corner kick. United take the quick corner into Fred. 3-0. Fred with the flick at the near post. And if it wasn't over before, it definitely is now. Manchester United 3, Reading 0. And you have to give credit there. They take the corner very quickly. Just look at it. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he might be off. He might be off. Is he off? No, I think he's on. I think he's on. No, I think he's on. Great finish by Fred. Brilliant finish. And yeah, the goal's going to count. Really saying 3-0 my prediction. It's a Brazilian party right now. See, I'm living in the last century. Hey, listen, leave me alone, man. I'm out here watching on my computers and all these things there. Allow me, Marcus Rashford is coming off, so he won't be able to get that record of 10 consecutive home games scoring. Facundo and Alejandro Garnacho are going to come on. So, Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford coming off. The job is done now. Congratulations. And well done. Man, I see I'm watching still in the first. You lot are boying me, man. I'm like a minute behind. It's not usually this bad. You gotta allow me today. It's the FA Cup that stitched me up. Bruno Fernandes and Eric Ten Hag having a nice little exchange. Man said I'm still watching on Windows 95. Hey, Windows 95, man. Ooh, what a vibe. What a vibe. The vibes are nice, man. But best believe, if I was watching on Windows 95, bruv, let's just say you wouldn't be seeing this stream. If I was on Windows 95 right now, the computer will probably crash if I went live. I'm not gonna lie. Big man thing. The computer will probably crash as soon as I say go live. Shout out to Windows XP. Here's Malacia. Garnacho makes a run in behind. Great run. Oh, almost a goal. Facundo almost there. Weghorst. Somehow it doesn't go in the net. Garnacho into Fred over the bar. But instantly making an impact. Alejandro Garnacho just making that run in behind. Yeardom was just caught. He slipped completely and He went one side, fainted, went the other side. Garnacho took the shot, saved by Lumley. Facundo almost was able to get in there. Veghorst got a shot in there that was blocked. Unlucky. That's a blue screen of death. The blue screen of death. See, I'm trying to stream on a typewriter. But nah, you're boying it. You're boying it. On a typewriter, you know. On a typewriter. Original. No, let me not start. It's Ints. Giving it away. Imagine that. You know what, yeah, that should be a YouTube video, low-key. That should be a YouTube video, trying to stream, trying to do a 1080p stream on a old school system. That would be a mad trying to stream. It's probably out there already. Doing a 4K stream on a old school system. Streaming 4K. Hey, listen. I know Super Nick's in there. Thomas with a free kick now for Reading. Cleared away. Man said, look at this dude. What are you saying? 4K streaming. And I know back in the days, back in the days, like devices didn't even have 1 gigabyte of RAM. So imagine if I did that. It would probably take me like 10 years to even get into OBS. Man, the world has come a long way. Sometimes you may do miss those simplicities, though. Sometimes you may miss the simplicities. Just a little bit, you know? But then you do appreciate the technology that it has blessed us in abundance to allow us to come together and stream and speak to each other virtually over the internet. Oh, 3-1! Reading get a goal back! And Benge off the bench! And all of a sudden, the Reading fans are cheering at the away end. The defender, Amadou Mbenge, gets a goal back from the corner kick. Good ball in by Tom Ince. And nobody near the defender. It's horrific defending. Horrific defending. Number 27. Nobody near him in the middle of the area. David De Gea, no chance. It is poor defending by Manchester United, I do have to say. Veghorst coming off. Kobe Mainu and Casemiro coming off as well with Veghorst. Kobe Mainu and Anthony Elanga coming on. Casemiro scoring twice in the game so far. Everybody's showing love to the one named Casemiro. Super Nick said, I don't know what to say about that one regarding the goal. It's a sticky one still. See him gonna stream on a PS1. Well, I haven't got a PS1 just yet. I do plan to get a PS1 in the future, but I do have a PS2. So let's make it happen. Nah, I'm joking. Super Nick said it's too late for them, man, there. But yeah. Reading able to get a goal back. Whether that will be a consolation, we shall see. But Eric Ten Hag, David De Gea, the defense, the whole team will be disappointed with that conceded goal because, like I said, Amadou and Beng just open in the middle of the area, able to get a head-on goal and in a very dangerous position. Good ball up to Garnacho by Maguire, but he wasn't able to take it under control. Isn't gets fouled that time. Free kick, Reading. Have we made subs too early? Why would you say that, man? Do you think, are you saying that in terms of us conceding the goal, or I don't think so. Rather than making a couple more subs now, they're changing goalkeeper. So Dean Buzanis is coming on for Joe Lumley. And also, they're bringing a couple outfield substitutions as well. So Jeff Hendrick and Lucas Zhao coming off. Michael Craig and Shane Long coming on. Prediction gone 3-1. Too late there, kids steady the ship and finish them up. Should have waited 5 more minutes. That's me. Nah. In my opinion, I think we were in a good position. It was 3-0 up. Why wait? If you're in that position, 3-0 up, why wait? Just take them off. Give them the rest. You know? Especially with the second set of substitutions. You go 3-0 up, hey, just take off the players. No need to risk them any longer. In my opinion, though. I hear what you're saying, man. Super Nick saying we need to rest the first team as the fixture congestion is mad. Exactly that. It is. Something that we can't hide from. We're going to need everybody fit in the next coming weeks. It's going to be a busy February and onwards. Depending on what happens, of course, in those competitions, the individual competitions. If we stay in the Carabao Cup and make it to the final, it's going to be an interesting February. Possibly make or break in more ways than one. What do you guys think about that? Super Nick saying no more signings for us. Yeah. It is one of those ones, isn't it? I don't think there's gonna be another. If there is, then it's probably just a when is your next stream? Well, my next stream is literally at 12:45 a.m. Sunday, this Sunday, so literally tomorrow, 12:45 a.m. for the Royal Rumble. But my next Man United watch-along should be for the Carabao Cup. The Carabao Cup semi-final second leg against Nottingham Forest. I might try and get a stream in on Twitch before that. So just watch out. Watch out for that as well. But yeah. Man saying I'd allow the Europa League, huh? That's interesting. It's against Barcelona over 2 legs. It is gonna be tough. We'll have to see how that goes. It's still a little while until that game happens. So let's just focus on what's going on ahead of us. Kobe Manu. Anthony. Into Wan-Bissaka, making it forward once again. Ball across the box. And that time, it's Buzanis able to claim it. Shane Long trying to pass it on. All of a sudden, it finds Tom Ince. If they can get a goal back now, it'll be very dangerous. Good chance, a lot of space. And he's messed that one up there, I'm not gonna lie. Tyrese Fornard just couldn't find that bit of space to get a shot off. He had a lot of space in the area, but United got back, and here they come on the counter-attack. Here's Garnacho. Cutting inside for the shot. Into Buzanis' hands. Unlucky. Thursday, Sunday, too much, too tiring. Same man. Yeah, well, it is a lot. It is a lot of work. Shout out to MXN in the car. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Big up yourself, bro. Shane Long will try and make it forward again. Hold up the play. He goes down in the area. Nothing in that one. And Malacia just smartly draws the foul off Shane Long. And earns his team a free kick. Where have I been? Hey, I've been over here, you know. They're just showing a replay of Paul Ince being vexed at 4-0 for not shooting. Now, I've been over here, MXN. I've been doing a whole load of streams, watch-alongs, and so forth. Manchester United watch-alongs, United Twins as well. I haven't been over on Twitch a lot consistently. I'm going to try and do some streams here and there. Just United's schedule is going crazy. Couple of Watford guys making it up to the Reading first team. Big ups to them. Come on. Come on. But blessings to everybody that's been watching through the course of this stream. Once again, thank you for coming by. Be sure to drop a like on the vid, subscribe if you're new, share to your friends and frenemies. If you're watching over on Twitter, or if you come across the stream over on Twitter, come through to the YouTube chat and say, well, go on to the 22s, man. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming through and supporting the stream as always. Here's Garnacho in the attack again for Manchester United. Malacia overlapping. Kobe Mainu will pick this one up. Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Now Anthony. Mainu will give it out to Facundo Pedestri. Anthony, a little bit of space to curl it over the bar again. And you know what? I always forget that one next to the Super Nick. Don't forget the notification bell, ladies and gentlemen. Click the notification bell to get to stay in the know-how for when I go live. Also, second channel, be sure to subscribe because we're going live 12:45 for a WWE Royal Rumble watch-along. On stream, boy, didn't even have a cam. Now, hey, come on, man. Big up MXN. Big up MXN, man. Slow grind, bro. Slow grind each and every time. Slow grind. It's all about progression and enjoying the journey along the way. Bengu scored the only goal for Reading off the substitutes bench. Taking a long throw in now. Potentially looking to get a goal back and ruffle some feathers at the back of that United defence. Not this time, though. Malacia just clearing it out for a throw-in. Potentially taking a little too much time again on the ball. Inviting pressure. Trying to get this chat up and going again. My bad, folks. Much love, Reedus. Much love, bro. Just saying that the stream. MXM been on the exams. Hope they're going well, by the way. Hope they're going well. Shout out to all the guys as well. Just staying focused. Hard work, man. And you'll reap the rewards sooner rather than later. Yes, Super Nick saying CM22. That is how it's spelled, ladies and gents. Second channel, link in the description. We'll be live on there real soon. Real soon now. It's 9:45. We'll be live at 12:45 a.m. ready for the 1 a.m. start. WWE Royal Rumble. I'll be there at 12:45 before it will start. Shout out to Manj. What happened, MXN, man? What happened? Hopefully nothing too bad. Big ups to Kendall. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. His team is now dealing with the thing that was happening in BBC Studio the other day. Shout out to Kendall, man. Hope you've enjoyed the second half. But yeah, man. Facundo got a little shove there as it went out of play, defended by Baba Rahman. He's had a tough time out there with Anthony today, I'm not going to lie. Baba Rahman, he's been terrorized at times. Little ballerina, flicky foot and all them things there. Hey. Just look at Alejandro Garnacho, just always willing to make that run. He puts the ball into Anthony, and that was a golden opportunity to get his goal. And he just fluffed his lines, unfortunately. Good ball in by Garnacho, and yeah, Anthony just not able to read it perfectly. United will now have a corner kick. It's Pelistri. Back to Anthony. Fred. Kobe Mainu. Garnacho. Driving down again and earning his team a corner kick. On the opposite side this time. Let's see, actually. When is the next draw? Big up yourself, man. Catch you later. Be sure to get a little bit of rest in. I know I'll go get some snacks ready and all of them things there. If you're some man. Big up yourself, man. Thank you for coming through. When is the next round draw? FA Cup draw day. Okay. So the 5th round draw is going to take place on the 30th of January. So this Monday. And will commence BBC One from 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. UK time on Monday. The 5th round draw is at that time. Here's Anthony. Giving it into Pelistri inside. Good defending once again. United have another corner. A lot of defending for Reading in the closing stages of this game. I'm sending you to the gulag, big man. I'm sending you to the gulag, bruv. I'm sending you to the gulag, MXN. If you don't hear, you must feel, big man. I'm sending you to the gulag. Oh, they've given Anthony MOTM, huh? Okay, okay. What do you guys think of that? Anthony, man of the match. He has played well today. They give him 4 minutes of added time at the end of the game. Just to close out this one. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Fam, I've been telling him, fam, and he knows he needs to stop that, fam. He's sent to the gulag for a little bit to think about what he's done, fam. Like is it hybrid called it Anthony, a YouTube footballer. A YouTube footballer. Hey yo. Man said a YouTube footballer. That's kind of wild, fam. Here's Garnacho. Just doesn't get the touch right in the end. We had runners. We had Anthony up there, Langa, Facundo Pedestrian behind as well. Just couldn't get the touch correct. Shout out to Anthony. Darren Bent called him that. Wow. That's crazy. He's on TalkSport, but you expect no less from a TalkSport guy, man. You expect no less from a TalkSport, Donny, fam. Them man just they just talk to talk, fam. They just talk to talk still. It's wild though. Man said YouTube freestyle footballer, you know. Kiddo not respect is earned in a lifetime and lost a second. They will eat their words. Hopefully, man. All he's gotta do is put his head down. Put his head down and work, man. Put his head down and work and block out the outside noise, innit? Just work on your game and become the best version of yourself you can. That's what everybody's gotta do. No Facundo, Garnacho, Kobe Manu, a lot of these young players that are out here, Langa as well. If you want to have a future, not just at this club but in football, to have a successful career, then you just gotta put your head down, work hard, be willing to adapt. That's a big part of today's game, of what I've seen at least. You've got to be able to adapt. Just coming to the final 30 seconds of added time now. United 3-1 against Reading, making it through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. It's going to be interesting to see who we do draw in that next round. And of course, next up, Wednesday game, Carabao Cup, semi-final, second leg. We're 3-0 up on aggregate against Nottingham Forest. So United will be hoping to get through on that one as the final whistle blows. And it is full time, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Manchester United. Commiserations to Paul Ince and Reading. United 3, Reading 1. They got to go back in the end. But 2 goals from Casemiro and a goal from the substitute Fred sends United through to the 5th round of the Cup. And now we can focus on Wednesday, like I said before, on making it to a cup final, at least, should I say. That step closer to ending the trophy drought. Trophy drought, ladies and gentlemen. But listen, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been here over the course of the stream. Your energy's been great. Fantastic. As always, we'll be back or should be back on Wednesday for the semi-final. So hopefully we can be there. I will be notifying you. Shout out to Anti first season at United and he's been called a YouTube player. Oh, Kendall, listen, man. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. We just got to move in silence, stay positive, and hopefully the guys can improve, you know? All the time, there's a high expectation on people. And I just think as fans, especially as United fans, if we're seeing positive signs, there's no reason for us to be worried in the end of the day, you know? There's no reason for us to be worried. We just have to be able to be composed, focus on the team, improving each and every time. And I think that we will. I think that we will in the end of the day. We are improving. The individuals will improve also. And there's a lot of change coming at the club very soon. So I'm hoping a lot of positive things can change in that regard towards the end of the season and the start of the summer. So we shall see. We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. But look, big up Super Nick, Kendall, Realist, everybody that has been here over the course of the stream, staying active in the chat. Much love to everybody. I do want to say once again, later on I will be live on my second channel, link in the description. Be sure to hit the subscription over there, click the naughty bell, CM22 with the 20 just spelled out. I'm going to be live with a WWE Royal Rumble 2023 watch along. It's going to be a nice little vibe, going to be very fun. So come over 12:45 a.m. We're going to be live from there and the event's going to start at 1 a.m. So come through, vibe out and have a nice time. Obviously, United winning today, so a lot of people be happy because of that. Be sure to hit a like on this video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Share to your friends and frenemies. I want to shout out to everybody that came through from Twitter as well. Hopefully, if you're seeing this on Twitter now, be sure to come through, say a quick wagwan and drop a like and subscribe as well. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. Like what Super Nick is saying, CM22 second channel, link in the description. Be sure to follow over on Twitter as well. Shout out to Kendall once again, Readers. Be sure to follow over on Twitter at CM22ENT. Join the Discord, the community Discord. All of the 22s over there. You know what they do. We release our scheduling, all of that wonderful stuff. We just have conversations with each other. Interesting convos on football, basketball, wrestling, gaming, so many different things, TVs, movies, even though I need to get my game up on that side of things, ladies and gents. But look, thank you for coming through. We'll be back soon. But until then, and if I don't see you later, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And also, fighting, be sure to look out for the latest episode of the United Twins where myself and my twin bro Cappy react to this game. Ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed night and a productive day tomorrow. I'll see you lot soon.